everybody say, oh, toodles.
Oh, toodles!
What's going on, everyone? Tech Me out here, and finally I am releasing my perfect setup for your jailbroken iPhone. So if you're excited about seeing exactly how I got this set up, then be sure to go ahead and hit that like button. Now first, let me start off by saying I'm gonna do my best to recall all of the tweaks that I used, but if you notice something I didn't mention, just drop a comment down below and I'll see what I can do to figure out what it is. And I apologize for that because I have a really bad habit of installing a ton of tweaks to get a certain look, but not keeping a better detailed log of what I installed and all that good stuff. But you can check my website for the settings of each of these tweaks that I'm gonna be showing you if you wanna finer tune your theme to look exactly as mine does. But the first thing we're gonna talk about is this lock screen here. So this particular theme is known as Mickey Muggin. Now my theme concept came from an article that I had found online like months ago. It was a jailbroken iPhone. I couldn't find any information in terms of how the person created it or anything like that. So what I did was recreate it and make it my own. So the wallpapers you see here are made by me. I'm gonna have them all linked down below in the description box in case you wanna grab them. But let's first start off with my lock screen. I'm in love with this lock screen. I love the way that I made the wallpaper and the theme that I chose. So right now I'm really feeling this, and I hope you all are too. But ultimately what I did to get this look is I installed Hide Me X to get rid of certain elements on my lock screen, and I also used Lock HTML4 to run this theme that you see here at the bottom, which is known as EW33. It does require a specific repo, so you can get that of course down below. And then if you swipe to the right here, you'll see that I also themed my passcode screen, and I did this with simple passcode buttons which got rid of the numbers and the letters inside of these circles. And I also have Hot Dog installed so I could type in the words Mickey Muggin. And yeah, that's really it that I changed here. Oh, I also changed the bottom left and right corners from what it normally says to now say help and exit. So this is my lock screen. I didn't go too crazy this time. As you know, I can get really intricate with my setups and install a bunch of tweaks, but for this particular setup, I didn't quite go down that path. So at this time, I'm gonna go ahead and unlock my screen and let you get a preview of that home screen. So here on my home screen, I still got that Mickey mug shot going on at the bottom, and I also have a couple of other things running here as well, such as iWidgets, which gave me the time right there, and I used that on page 1 as well as page 2. I just try to put it in the same spot. Now the particular widget that I'm using there is known as Nice Time iWidget, and I changed the font to 45 and the font face to, I think it was chalkboard or chalk duster or something like that. So that's how I made the iWidget clock look like that. As far as my theme here, I'm really feeling that is known as Kiesel. It reminds me a lot of Gotham, but with a little bit more detail and a lot more color. So I'm really feeling that look here as well. I didn't change the layout here of my icons. It's just the default layout, so you don't have to worry about getting a certain number of icons and rows. Now to hide my status bar that would normally be visible up there, I used Spring Tomise 3. I want to say for that. And if it wasn't Spring Tomise 3, then it was Hide Me X, but one of the two allowed me to get rid of my status bar. Now if I swipe over to this next page, you'll see that my folder looks a little bit different. I have Dark Folder 7 installed so that I have a dark folder. And then I also have Folder Enhancer installed so that I have a 4 icon layout for my folder icon instead of the typical, I think it's 6 or something like that. So that's how I was able to change the icon for my folder. You'll also notice that my badges look a little bit different. That was done with blurry badges. And I want to say that's pretty much all that I did on my home screen. Like I said, if you notice something that I didn't mention and you got a question about it, just drop it down below. Now, if I slide up my control center, you'll notice that this is also themed. I used CC Clean to get rid of the background of the icons. I also used CC Settings to rearrange what you see in the top row and the bottom row of things. And I also used Hide Me X to get rid of certain elements that would normally be down there. In conjunction with those, I also used CC Color, which let me customize the color of my control center here. And that is how I got the look for my control center. Overall, I'm just really feeling this theme. It's so simple. I didn't get too crazy. I just like it. So I think this is probably one of my favorite themes that I've done because of the way it looks and its simplicity. It's simple to me, at least. Now, something else that I changed was my notification center. I have Battery Doctor, I want to say is what it's called, installed here, which allows me to see how much battery life I have remaining, as well as increase the memory on my iPhone by getting rid of some things that's running in the background. And I also downloaded an app called, I want to say it's Widgets, and that's what allowed me to have this beautiful calendar here so I can see what day it is, and if I need to get a glimpse at the rest of the month, then I can do so as well from here. You'll also notice that the layout in general looks a little bit different in here in terms of how things are arranged. So what I used to do that was called simple centers. So you'll notice that I don't have certain things like the Today tab and Notifications tab, which is typically at the top. So what I'll do to get to my second screen is just simply swipe, and it takes me over here to my notifications view. And when I don't have any notifications because of Hot Dog, I'm able to put a little message there, which is bye nosy. Almost forgot I also use floater to adjust how my notification center looks, because as you can see, it kind of looks like it's floating and it's not exactly attached to the very top of my screen as it normally would be. So those are all the things that I have installed for my notification center. Now, something else that I'm running on my phone to give it a different look is Nude Keys. And what Nude Keys does is it basically changes the look of my keyboard so that the keys look nude. It looks really good and it flows with everything, especially considering how my phone is currently themed. But other than that, those are the tweaks that I have installed to get my phone to look the way that it is. And like I said, if you want to know the specific settings for the tweaks, just follow the link down below in the description box. It's going to take you to my website where I have an article about this theme, which includes screenshots of the settings for each tweak that I'm running. But let me know what you think down below in the comment section of my setup. I hope I'm not alone in terms of enjoying this particular look that I got going on. So let me know what you think down below. And also while you're down there, let me know your favorite Disney character. I wouldn't say Mickey's my favorite, but he just flowed so well with what was going on here. So let me know down below in the comment section who's your favorite Disney character. I don't know if I have one actually, now that I think about it. Now, for those of you that are curious when I'm going to be featuring your setups in the perfect setup battle, just stay tuned, it's coming. You can follow me on Twitter for updates on that. And if you have no clue what I'm talking about when I say the perfect setup battle, I'm gonna link a video down below in the description as well as within this video so you can get up to date on exactly what I'm talking about. But a really quick update for all of you that are interested. I have your setups, I'm going through them, and I just got to get the ones together that I want to present first. So that is coming, stay tuned, and I will update you with an exact date on when you can expect it via Twitter. If you enjoyed my current setup and you can't wait for the next episode, then go ahead and hit that like button as well as the subscribe button so you can be updated when a new video drops. And as always, thanks for taking the time out to let me tech you out.
Everybody say, oh, toodles!
Oh,